Okay, should be live. Let me I see some people. I see 2 people. Check on YouTube, make sure I'm live. YouTube guys and Discord guys, do you hear me and Luke and Mahi?
Hello,
Luke,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I think you guys. Okay, yeah. Okay, you say it's good. Okay, yeah. You say it's good. Yep, should be good. On YouTube as well, so we're live everywhere. Good. Okay, welcome everyone to another week's BaconDAO community call. I'm not sure. Maybe we should call it like BaconDAO Town Hall or something. Yeah. So every Sunday at 6. I still don't know if it's 6 or 7 p.m. UTC, but at this time, we host a community call within BaconDAO. Pretty much every week we cover a full recap, just kind of condense the top place in each category in BaconDAO that was covered this week. So currently for today, we have Luke and Mahi. So Luke is our head contributor for low cap, layer 2, and other altcoins. We're covering a lot of AVAX and Fantom ecosystem right now. Near is also on the come up, Arbitrum. And then we have Mahi, who is our dedicated Polkadot/Kusama contributor. So the main developments there are following the crowd loans and KSM tokens performance as we expect it to be monster months for September. So we'll have a discussion around that. And then I'll cover some of my picks for this week. Not even just like necessarily picks, but things that I saw and could still be opportunities. And then we'll do Q&A right after. So we probably should do a little bit of Bitcoin dominance, but won't do much more TA than that for Bitcoin or Ethereum specific. For that, tune into the Monday calls. Those are for my TA analysis. And then Wonka's TA call, which is still getting scheduled. Hopefully he will have a dedicated slot of his own very soon, so that we can really separate these things so that you know which time frame or which day you're tuning into what, based on your interest. So yeah, today's call will be just about an hour long, and let's get started. I think we can go with Mahi first, because that's kind of the most straightforward, just to cover the Polka KSM ecosystem right now. So Mahi, what's up? What's new?
Hey, so I just wanted to firstly cover the KSM and first the auctions, and then I'll get into kind of a crowd loan opportunity type thing. But yeah. Firstly, obviously we've seen KSM been doing well this week. It's up about 30% in 1 week. It's trading around $400, and I think the reason for this is a great amount of KSM is being locked up in all these crowd loans, and obviously when all these KSM is locked up, it comes out of the circulating supply, and people have to buy up KSM to lock up. So just to give you a sense of how big some of these crowd loans are getting, right now the leading crowd loan, Kilt, reached its supply cap of 220,000 KSM. Calamari has 125,000 KSM. Basilisk 62,000. Altair 41,000.
Is there a good website to track the leaders?
I use Subscan.
Okay, I'll go on that. Yeah, continue.
It's like Polkadot JS, but it's just easier to read. So with that said, obviously there's an auction going on now. It started September 1st. 2 days, 14 hours left. It's looking likely that Kilt's gonna win it, because as we said last time, usually the project with the most funding wins, and in this case Kilt has almost twice.
220. Okay, Calamari has 125. Yeah.
So it's good. Yeah, and they reached their supply cap, so looking likely that Kilt has this one in the bag, and then But their crowd loan's done again. But I wanted to talk about the Zenlink slot vault, which launched this week and actually made quite the impression. So we talked about this earlier. The Zenlink slot vault is like, it's kind of like a fund you can invest in to invest in multiple crowd loans at once, and also get the ZLK token. So you get the full amount of, say, calamari tokens, but you also get ZLK tokens, and they're also doing a bunch of promotions to promote the slot vault. So the Zenlink slot vault implies several roles, and each of them earns some benefits. Crowd loan sponsors are the parachain projects that aim to win a parachain auction. Participating in the slot vault can get more crowd loan support from projects and users to improve the success rate of the slot auctions. So I think Calamari was one of the first projects to support the slot vault, and then they're super successful. I think the slot vault helped them raise like another 15,000 or something like that.
Yeah, 15,608. Their dashboard's pretty neat.
And then after that, all of these other projects, like as you can see, Altair and Crush Shadow, now they're all using the slot vault because it's lucrative for both parties. So now I'll get to the second party, the crowd loan supporters. They're the non-parachain or the non-parachain projects that have no plans to auction at the moment. Supporting crowd loan sponsors through the Zenlink slot vault can help them gain more exposure and or complete initial distribution of tokens. Users in the Polkadot ecosystem that will learn about the Polkadot Eco project will receive multiple token benefits at the same time. So, I mean, for some of these, you could really be earning like 3 different tokens at once. Because, like the Basilisk crowd loan, you get Hydra DX token, Basilisk token, and the Zenlink token. So some of these are getting pretty lucrative. And just to add to that, also this week, Zenlink teamed up with Bifrost, their SALP, the slot auction liquidity protocol. So as we know, Bifrost already has a slot, but they're applying their SALP protocol to the Zenlink slot vault. So it is an innovative solution for releasing the liquidity with the help of 2 kinds of derivatives, the WS dot and the VSKSM and VS bond. So it basically gives you a liquid staking derivative of the KSM that you locked up in the crowd loan. So you have some of the liquid
Okay.
of the KSM that you no longer have. So VS dot and VS KSM are fungible tokens which represent a voucher of a user's contribution to a parachain project. VS bond is a token representing the auction reward in the lease period of different parachains, which smooths out the problem of different reward strategies between parachains. And the SCALP will be available to users once Bifrost manages to win a parachain in the slot auction. So that's a bit outdated because they already did. But Bifrost's technology is now live with Zenlink. So there's a VSKSM staking derivative, as well as the parachain or the crowd loan you're supporting. You get that token as well as ZLK. So just a bit more about Zenlink. They're actually, before they launched this slot vault thing, they're actually a DEX. So the Zenlink DEX WASM version is the original contract implementation of Polkadot. The Zenlink DEX version has the ability to deploy the WASM contract platform in the first place. So it's also contractual deployment mode adopted in order to be compatible with the operation of Ethereum EVM. So
Okay. Okay. I don't see their decks here yet. Any timeline on their decks? You know?
not really. I was just reading about what they do, kind of, but their decks isn't definitely, they don't have a date for it, so it's not coming anytime soon. But I just wanted to explain the slot vault, and also the slot vault as Dennis was saying, the UI is really nice and it makes it really simple to support crowd loans. Like supporting crowd loans through Polkadot.js is a mess. It's really complicated. And so this, you can support multiple crowd loans and you don't have to worry about allocations and stuff like that because you're getting it all. And I think this is a great opportunity for anyone that wants to participate in any of these crowd loans.
Amazing. Okay, so I know quite a bit that I myself would be interested to participate. So KSM is already doing really well. Definitely can like still very bullish on it for the whole month of September. If you are interested so for the month of September, there are 5 more slots that will be won, and the best place to track it is on Subscan.io under Parachain crowd loans, and you can rank by amount of KSM raised, right? So because it's a bid, it's very clear, right, how much they have to use, and then whoever bids the most typically wins. So you see there's the rankings, so you can speculate, okay, these coins, I know like Polka Foundry and even I think Centrifuge also has a coin already on ETH. Polka Foundry has a coin on ETH. So there's some speculation there you can do. And then if there's any particular project in here for what they're doing that are interested in, you can go on their website, for example, kilt.io, I think that's the website, and contribute to their crowd loan, put down your KSM and get some Kilt tokens back. Like we talked about for the past couple weeks, taking the Karura crowd loan as an example, that gave like a 30% dollar-wise ROI. So for $100 put down in KSM, you got like $30 worth of KAR on top of that back, just when it started trading, right after it started trading. So that's kind of a benchmark that I've been keeping in my head. And then lastly, ZenLink. It's a really cool interface that allows you to just in one like simple place, as long as you have a Polkadot.js wallet, to contribute to any of these crowd loans that are partnered with them. And on top of that, you get the ZenLink tokens. So that's a little bit extra yield on top of that. Yeah. So initially, I was under the impression that on ZenLink, you can put down like just a large amount and then it like splits it between different crowd loans. So you get like 2 crowd loans at the same time, but doesn't seem like that's the case. Mahi, I'm not sure. Is this mostly just a super easy to use interface that shows?
Yeah, that's kind of actually what I thought too, because the way they talked about it as a slot vault, and then it launched like this. I mean, I'll look into it more and I'll read around because I figured that it would be that too. That it would be like a fund where
it would be cool if
different
they
things.
just kind of did it. Like they have a strategy and then everyone put it in and then they like follow the leading one that will distribute first or something. Which is the highest reward.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive, but I think I know it's not already out, and I think they're working on it. So they'll probably have ZenLink slot vault for Polkadot crowd loans, and I imagine they'd have something like that by then because that's gonna attract a lot of retail attention, and this is just the perfect thing for all of that.
Makes sense. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but like for everyone that's listening, that's in the Polka slash KSM ecosystem, KSM is, in my opinion, is going to continue to do great for September, and definitely check out some crowd loans. If you are just hodling KSM anyways in spot, then you're not trading it, then might as well put it into one of these crowd loans that you think really, speaks to you, and you think they'll do great. Like worst case scenario, you get your KSM back, and then like the project tokens don't do that well, but it's still free tokens. So a lot of opportunities here.
And some of the crowd loans distribute tokens regardless of if they win or not.
Okay. Yeah. So I bet you can. Yeah, you can. This is a really good tool overall. Like on Zenlink, you can find their auction strategy. So I'm sure it'll say in here, okay, when we win, we distribute, or how much you have to contribute, right? So check out all of these. I would start from Subscan's leaders and then check out the leaders' auction strategies on Zenlink and see which one speaks to you and contribute your KSM there. Cool. Good stuff, Mahi. Really cool. I really need to start paying attention to KSM a lot more. I know we already are, but like it's just, I think the ecosystem just needs like a little bit more like basic infrastructure for trading, like DEXs and bridges. Once those are very mature, this is gonna pop off. Because like you said, like there's already so many of these project tokens that are very legit, but just because there's not like a Uniswap for KSM that like is the largest, if there's like a KSM swap, then that would be huge, honestly. And if you tie in farming in there, which hopefully will come soon. Yeah, thanks for the coverage there, Mahi. Really appreciate it. And just a quick teaser. So starting in probably next week or a week after, we do have actually some partnered projects in the KSM ecosystem, Polka/KSM ecosystem that we will actually cover. And specifically around the DEX area. So there will be chances for you guys to try out things early and get free tokens. Yeah, we have covered actually Polka DEX before. That's one of the leading DEXs. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, I would say just purely like not speaking for any project at all. I think if there's any leading DEX AMM that has a really good bridge across like all the places that Polkadot projects have issued tokens, like on Ethereum. Some have done like Polkastarter launches there. KSM State Mine or State Mint, I keep forgetting. And then the parachain like native tokens. If they can bridge all three of these and have a DEX that trades all of these, that would be a really powerful platform. So actively looking into those. If anyone knows any that does these things, definitely come in the BaconDAO Discord and let's chat in the Polka chat. Because yeah, that would be a big trend. Cool. That's it for us, Mahi, I think. Thanks for coming on as usual. Let's keep an eye on KSM and hopefully your bags can continue mooning. Okay, so next up, let's bring out Luke and let's talk about. I know there aren't too many like specific short-term plays, so let's look at Bitcoin dominance maybe for a little bit, and then if you got any plays, we'll briefly discuss them, and we can do some Q&As.
Okay. So yeah, I think Bitcoin dominance looks attractive.
It's I haven't looked at it, but like just judging from the market, I kind of expected this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it was the liquidity mining rewards, and then ADA had a good performance also. So there's Bitcoin dominance has dropped out this week.
Yeah, actually, it broke another support, which is great.
Yeah, I think we're going to probably be testing the because I think Bitcoin looks pretty good here.
Bitcoin's at like 50, almost 51, right? So
yeah, so on my chart, Bitcoin kind of just took a bounce off a nice support. So we'll have to see how that comes to fruition. But on Bitcoin dominance, I think this, like, there's nothing that's going to pull it back unless Bitcoin goes on a big run or it just rejects real hard, right? So
Yeah.
I think anticipating it to touch the
40s
to
for
touch
sure.
like 40%.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty
much a given.
set in stone. I think what comes after. Yeah, I think it's just what comes after, I think, is the question, right?
Yeah, there's like all-time lows
and
are
it
like
is
37. So that's the next.
Yeah, 37 is what
that's the only level left. Man, that's the dream. If we can get below here.
And then Bitcoin stays bullish, and then it goes to 100K, 200K.
Yeah. That's actually the kind of the bullish scenario for like ETH and stuff.
Yeah. I think ETH Bitcoin or ETH dominance is 20% right now too. Yeah, and it looks like it might be challenging for another high, but it kind of just got just kind of hit resistance. It looks like.
Yeah, I'll just break this down a little bit, right? So like just kind of reiterating what we've been following. So complete from the top, right? Bitcoin dominance is the percentage market cap taken up by Bitcoin divided by all other cryptos. So this is directly correlated to when alt season is in play. Specifically, whenever Bitcoin dominance is going up, like here and here and here and here. These are periods of Bitcoin sucking up the liquidity from altcoins. So altcoins are going down during these periods, and you don't want to be in altcoins when Bitcoin dominance is going up. And conversely, when Bitcoin dominance is going down in a clear downtrend, these are what we call alt seasons, right? So if you just check very clearly here from like just right at the beginning of the year till around May 10th when Bitcoin had a major crash, right? This was a 130-day alt season. And if you just checked on any major fundamentally strong altcoin, they have performed super well in this period, right? So that's what we call alt season. That's the cleanest way to put it on the chart to say, okay, we're in alt season. So knowing that fundamental like kind of understanding, we can chart Bitcoin dominance a little bit closer term, right? So since the beginning of the year, we had a downtrend, and then we started kind of forming this rising wedge. So this was a period where alts weren't as good, but when we had the breakdown, kind of below this range, we started another alt season. And so far, there have been 3 kind of medium-term supports to watch at these 3 higher lows before. Each time that we tested one of these levels, it was key to watch, okay, did Bitcoin dominance continue to go down? If it did, then we have another bit more alt season until we meet another resistance support. So that's why we covered this quite a bit to say, okay, this is key to watch. We need to stay below this 45%, right, for Bitcoin dominance in order for continued alt season, and we did. So when we got rejected from here, right, and broke down from this 44%, which was last week, we covered that, okay, next stop is at right here, 41.5. And we hit that already. So congrats to everyone. We had another like 6 days of alt season. Now we watch this level. So 41.5%. Again, zooming in a little bit. Yeah, it's hasn't shown any significant bounce yet. So I think it's very likely we continue to go down for Bitcoin dominance to touch right down here 40%. So this would be at least another couple of days for alt season. Then really a big question comes along with, okay, do we get below this very long-term low? Or do we start to get some sort of bounce? Right? If we get even below 40%, then that would be really powerful for altcoins, because this has been the lowest level that Bitcoin dominance has been since May 2018. So I can't count. 3 years now. So that's pretty crazy, right? So if we can get below 40%, we would likely have 1, if not 2 weeks of like even larger alt season, more explosive towards 37%, right? So if we get something like a breakdown, a retest, this here will be another good opportunity to enter into some altcoins. And then the last support since the existence of Bitcoin and altcoins is right at around 35%. That's the last frontier, right, to break. If truly altcoins are kind of the larger future, and there could be some like potential flippening event of maybe ETH overtaking Bitcoin's market cap, then this needs to happen. And if this happens, then like that pretty much shows us that altcoins overall have, like, since altcoins and Bitcoin, this dynamic has existed, this is like a new all-time high of interest in altcoins versus Bitcoin. So more and more people are flooding into altcoins, which is a good thing if it can actually create historical lows on Bitcoin dominance. So that's the key to watch, right? But for now, again, at least another like half a week of alt season, and then we'll see what happens at 40% for Bitcoin dominance. See if we get a breakdown, in which case aim for 37%. And then if we even break below 37, then this would be like pretty historical. Yeah, this would be something to watch. We would see some weird stuff start to happen, probably like some altcoins really popping off, being kind of crazy. And maybe even potentially some altcoins decoupling from Bitcoin. Could happen. Yeah. So exciting time, but
Doge flips Bitcoin in price. Yeah. In price, not market cap.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, like yeah. So overall, just continue to be in altcoins. That's my play right now. Is as long as this continues trending down, I'll continue being altcoins. And so far, it's playing out really well.
There's really nothing that can stop it unless Bitcoin turns bullish or just goes super volatile and takes a big leg up, which I don't think.
Yeah.
Either, I think maybe a leg down would be kind of likely, but I think a big leg up, I think, is less so. Yeah, I think altcoin season is pretty much here. I think you said it well enough. So
yeah, and just to note, like, just because something is creating lows and like Bitcoin has been lagging behind altcoins, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin is so cheap, right? The whole point of trading is to ride the winners as long as they're winning. Now, I don't know. For all we know, like 40% could be the bottom, and Bitcoin just like start to completely take over. If that happens, then I'll switch back into Bitcoin, right? But we need to really observe the charts to see what happens. And so far, trend is continuing. So as long as it continues, I'll continue riding it. I'm not gonna like say, like Bitcoin deserves to run soon. Yeah, it does, but we don't know if that's tomorrow or a year from now. So that's the whole point of trading, is when the trend is clear, you ride the trend. And so far, the trend is in alt season. So riding altcoins, not looking at Bitcoin too much. As long as it's stable, that is. As long as it doesn't majorly crash. Yeah, so that's Bitcoin dominance. So that sets a really good background for what's happening right now. Really be on the lookout for a hunting altcoin place. So Luke, I know we've been super active in Avalanche and Fantom ecosystem. Anything particularly interesting that you think you're?
Yeah, so I mean,
yeah.
It's maybe not like a particular like specific play, but I've been looking at these liquidity mining incentives a lot.
Yeah.
And I think, and kind of just trying to see what I can get away. See what I can get out of it. And I think currently, AVAX is is going to be popping off first with its liquidity mining incentives. They've only dealt out a small amount, and a lot of the incentives that you see, a lot of the numbers that you see are like AVAX incentives are 180 million, but that was when AVAX was $18. So now that AVAX is $40 or like $48. Now their liquidity mining incentives are $480 million. But they have given some away to some protocols already. I'm spacing out on which ones. And I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm kind of estimating that they have around 400 million in incentives to go. And that's pretty good number. And I'm expecting the large amount of this to go to liquidity mining incentives directly, which is going to be best case for us, as we can farm and then get more AVAX on top of our shitcoin yields and whatnot. So I think AVAX is definitely the play for like right now. And it's like, if you're this is kind of my small money flow for September is what I think. Is there's the AVAX play where the farming is going on right now. But FTM, I think, also has some really strong incentives. They have 170 million. They have 170 million FTM. So during the announcement, that was well below $130 million in incentives. But since FTM rose above higher than $1,
$1.20 now. Wow.
It's now estimated at closer to 144 million at $1.20. So they have given some incentives away to like Curve and some other protocols, but again, I think this is kind of small amount of FTM, and I think we can expect further growth going forward. And since FTM is like only $2.5 billion market cap, and AVAX is like close to $9, I think we can expect that I think $2 in FTM would kind of be a believable price, especially with these liquidity mining rewards. And then again, that would push the incentives for FTM even higher, and that'd be over 600 million at that point, 700 million. So these incentives though aren't going directly to farming; they are going to devs, and then they can decide what to do with it. But a lot of these devs are going to deploy liquidity mining also. So I think this is going to be a little bit of an interesting, liquidity mining season off these two chains, because they are different in how they're allocated. But I think overall, both of these chains are going to be a good play in the long run, or in the midterm, I should say.
Yeah, I think like 1 to 3 months at least, looking at kind of Polygon, BSC, what they did. There honestly, I don't think there's too much different ways we can play these. I think you said it really well. So obviously the base chain token, the coin, right? So AVAX and FTM, the actual coin tickers, are doing super well. I do think AVAX is at a better position. It's just kind of weird because it still hasn't broken all-time high yet. Whereas Fantom is already breaking all-time high. But that's one thing. Also, AVAX is at like almost like around 9 million. Fantom's at 9 billion, 2 billion for Fantom. So something to look out for there. But I think performance-wise, they'll probably do very similar, like percentage-wise. So on top of that, then we have the farming liquidity mining incentives, which now the two ecosystems, their amounts are just very similar already, like pure dollar value. So there is something that Fantom said that they're doing different, which is like, okay, they're not putting the FTM tokens directly into farms, but instead they're giving to devs and protocols that can increase their TVL. And the more users they onboard, the more FTM tokens they earn. And then they don't even have to put it in the pools. They can do whatever they want with it, apparently. So that's something interesting. So it might not even be DeFi that these protocols get these FTM tokens. Maybe it's some sort of other protocol that doesn't have farming, but just a lot of trading, and they might get a lot of FTM. I don't know, but that's something interesting to watch. Is like it might not be DEXs and farms and lending borrowing protocols only, but maybe something.
It sounds almost like an ecosystem growth grant in a way.
Yeah, I think said like they'll support whoever can grow their TVL. Specifically, the TVL is the main metric there. Whichever protocol can grow their TVL fastest, they will get more and more support from them. Very similar to Binance, I would say, like BSC grant. So yeah, if we can see like something like Pancake on Fantom, that'd be cool. Because then you know these guys are working with them and supporting them instead of just giving them money. So something interesting there. But overall, I mean, I'm in both AVAX and Fantom as well as their ecosystem right now. So I made a video yesterday. So for AVAX, there's we pretty much explored the whole ecosystem already, but there's Pangolin, Joel. I would take Joel over Pangolin right now. Two leading DEXs. There's Benki, the lending borrowing platform, the leading one. Actually, the highest TVL, DApp, but price hasn't been doing too well. YieldYak, leading aggregator, kind of like Yearn. They're doing really well. There's like Penguin Finance, Snowball. It's kind of that's. I would kind of cut the list there for projects that really started building on Avalanche very early on. All of those are good plays. Just look at kind of which one fits your narrative, and you understand better and their individual price performance. My favorite so far has been Joel and YieldYak because I use them a lot, and they're actually pretty innovative. Joel even specifically for DEX. And then on Fantom, there's again the same list of like DEXs, lending and borrowing platforms, yield aggregators. So we have like SpearSwap and SpookySwap. Those are the two leading ones for DEXs. We have skips my mind. We got like okay, I can burn up here. One sec. So let's go on CoinGecko. Just a quick tip. So for any ecosystem plays, it's very easy to find them actually on CoinGecko. So for example, Fantom, you can just look up Fantom, the actual coin itself first. Go on its page. CoinGecko is very slow. And then under its page, there is the Fantom ecosystem tag. See right here under tags. Click on that, and it'll bring you to a categories page where you have every single project that CoinGecko tracks in the Fantom ecosystem. So you see right here, there's SpookySwap, SpearSwap. These are the leading DEXs. I don't remember what Graviton is. I also know that they're not Fantom specific. Or Fantom like exclusive. I think Scream. I know that Grim Token and Reaper Finance are two yield aggregators. Starter XYD, this is clearly a launchpad. ZooCoin, this is a charting platform. Also a exchange aggregator, kind of like OneInch. I don't remember what Scream and Taro are. I think Taro is a leverage farming platform, I think, kind of like Alpha Finance. Scream, this might be a lending borrowing platform. Just bring that up. What's this say? So see, all their ecosystem is like Ghost themed because it's Fantom, right? Scream is a highly scalable decentralized lending protocol. Yeah. So powered by Fantom. So this is like one of the Fantom focused lending borrowing.
Oh, I think it's just Cream. Now thinking about it.
Smart.
Like
yeah,
Cream,
the color scheme is the same too.
Yeah, Cream is on Fantom, so yeah. So what? It has its own Gov token though. Maybe it's not.
I don't know. Like, let's see. Let's check out their medium. Or it could be a fork. They just kind of want to write the brand. Because Cream does do. They do just kind of say they are building on other chains. Oh, they are Chinese.
Yeah. I think that's what every exchange and whatnot just says they're building on this chain without building on it. Yeah.
Might be just Cream, yeah. But that's a good spotting, actually. I know the Cream team is Taiwanese, I think. So I think this makes sense looking at. But it would be good branding if they started a whole. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so over the past, this is Chinese, so translate. So over the past 12 months, Cream development team has been working hard, provide the platform, testing it, and then they fundraised from Cream, protocol to protocol lending platform. Okay, they learned from Cream, but they did something called evil jar, like anti-attack method that avoids smart contract vulnerabilities and keeping the platform safe. So Scream is based on compound finance, highly compatible, highly expandable smart contracts, and also based on Balancer, built on EVM on Fantom. Okay, so they are what? So they are very heavily inspired by Cream, but it looks like it's a different team. That's what it says here. Yeah, they like heavily borrow from them, but it's probably not the same team, and they did some like different design choices. Cool. Oh, there's yeah, okay. There's
anyways, I think Fantom is a great ecosystem to be in.
Okay, we dove a little bit too deep there. Yeah, but yeah, Fantom is a great ecosystem. Even just looking at pure market cap, right? Like these things, like Spooky Swap, Spirit Swap, Spirit Swap is like really good already, and it's 30 million market cap, right? And on top of that, you have farming rewards, which come from FTM, and it barely just started like a week ago. So a lot.
Yeah, I think a lot of these incentives are going to get relayed to farming in the long run. So yeah, I think it will just be kind of an interesting, just couple months of farming and seeing what the differences are between purely farming and funds that go to devs and what they do with it.
Yeah, I think so. My strategy for taking these new ecosystem, EVM ecosystem plays, and with liquidity mining is like, okay, I want the base layer coin, so AVAX and FTM. I want the leading DEX coins, so on AVAX that's Pangolo and Joel, on Fantom that's Boo and Spirit. I want the leading lending borrowing, so on AVAX that's Banky, on here that's Scream. I also want the yield aggregator. So on here, there's like Reaper and Grim. On AVAX, there's YieldYak. Maybe like a launchpad as well. But those are the kind of base infrastructure for a chain. So those are the ones that I would be positioned in. And then after that, really like you're gaining more than enough exposure in that ecosystem. Then it really comes down to like, okay, is there something different from this ecosystem? specific plays that are different. That's very case specific. That is you have to really dive into the ecosystem, see if it's teams that see something we don't, and building on Phantom specifically, that stuff cannot be built on ETH or AVAX, which I don't know. I don't see any right now. So, yeah, so that's it. But for most people, that's more than enough exposure to these plays. Okay, we let's go into Q&As. Yeah, we dove a little bit deep, but
and also just a little announcement for anybody who partook. If anybody bought a remark egg and they never hatched it and they have just the egg, the other day there's two that sold. One sold for 6 KSM, the other one sold for 20 KSM, and now the floor price on these unhatched eggs is 50 KSM. So if you do have any unhatched eggs, probably just list it up on the market and see what comes of it. Because I don't think the team doesn't have any plans to do with the eggs, from what I can see. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, does that mean like birds will have 50 KSM floor? That would be really cool.
No, I think it's just people think that, they see that egg and like, oh, I can hatch the egg now. Or so yeah, I think you can maybe get someone dumb to maybe buy it, but yeah, I listed mine up for 75 KSM because it goes 50 KSM.
Wait, you didn't hatch?
I didn't hatch one.
Oh
so, no, I on purpose for this exact thing.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
I'm second in floor. I'm 75 KSM, and then after those two, it's 100 KSM floor. So, and this would be on singular. I can.
Yeah, I can show this.
Here, if you pull up my screen, you can.
Sure. Let me pull up your screen.
Yeah, probably just be easiest. So yeah, there's only a few eggs listed up on the market. 7 eggs. So there's the two cheapest ones, which are the 50 KSM, mine for 75 KSM, and then there's these other ones for 100 KSM. 99 is the next. So, yeah, I think people just think that they're...
Oh, they're limited edition ones too, not rare ones.
Yeah, so these are kind of just...
Wow, that's...
People think that they're going to... Yeah, people think that they're going to buy one of these and then hatch them, but yeah, this is not the case.
Not going to happen.
So,
yeah. Not going to happen.
Anyways, just a quick shout out.
Yeah, I have a lot of eggs. Well, now they're birds, and I will get a lot of ARM Arcade tokens. I think the last time I checked, I check their chat every day actually, but I think they're waiting on a Kusama state mine to merge in this like pull request that fixes a multi-sig bug that allows them that has been preventing them to issue the ARM Arcade tokens. The code is all there. It's like all reviewed. So yeah, they said like this week. So starting Monday to Friday, the working week, is most likely going to be fixed. And then so that most likely will be ARM Arcade tokens release. Really counting on it. Really excited because I've been in this project for a long time. Invested a lot too, so but it's a very, very strong project. So looking forward to good performance. It's it's a good time because KSM is so hot right now.
Yeah, yes, and then NFTs are too, so perfect.
Yeah,
and then it's a utility NFT on top of it too, so it's like even more bullish. And then also, I think the eggs will be, according to their roadmap, I think their eggs will be trading sometime this week. They said the first week of September 1st, which we're kind of approaching the end of that now. But just kind of keep checking in if you want to get rid of your eggs and sell them off early. But yeah, so that will be happening sometime next week also.
ARM Arcade,
hopefully.
Yeah, let's push it.
Let's pump our bags.
It's been a while, but they'll be on
I think
KuCoin
that's
right
it for
away,
me,
right?
though.
So that's good. Yeah, no, of course. Feel free to just drop off. I'll do like 10, 15 minutes of Q&A, and then I'll be off too.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Let me get out of here. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Luke. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's go to Q&As. Ooh, I see a big screen of just my face. That's kind of... I'll do my screen here. Share screen 1. Okay. Let's see some questions. AVAX look like a giant cup in hand. Just saying, yeah. I mean, like, I think it's a great spot right now. Safer play is definitely to either buy right at $40 or wait till break of all-time high at 55 and then enter on the retest. That's the typical way I like to enter these plays, right? The first break of new all-time high. If you guys have any questions, send them in events chat. I'll also check out, I think, Ask Anything. What's the best way to cancel all infinite allowances? There is a tool called Token Allowance Checker. The bank is also another good website that allows you to track it. I think I used the D-Bank. That's when I did it. It is a really good practice though, because some contracts might be like super shitty altcoins, shitcoins that like you approve them to spend all your coins once, and then later on they might like just wait a year and then like quietly scam you, take all your coins. So. Thoughts on Theta and Zilka? Really, two strong projects. Theta definitely stronger than Zilka, just based on how much newer it is. But again, like also Tezos, Dirk Diggler says, what about Tezos? These are all good. Like there's no particularly interesting outliers that I think the outliers right now we already covered. KSM, AVAX, Fantom based on my research. But all the other fundamentally strong coins are good because we are in all season right now. So nothing against it, right? If you really like those ecosystems and it really speaks to you and you've been following a lot, yeah, go ahead. Like it's a good time to be in altcoins. What was that token DAuth site VV mentioned here? D-Bank. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to mention it if it's just like some random ICO. Uniswap performance, not much. Like I don't know what to say. It's great. Uniswap is the leading DEX in the entire world. So in the alt season, it will continue to perform. It might not be the market leader. That's a very difficult thing to do, but just because there's thousands of coins. But it's a very strong, very, very strong coin. So in an alt season, nothing wrong with being a Uniswap. I can't give you any more specific thoughts, and like, because then I'll have to dive into, okay, based on the market cap and based on its comparisons, is it outperforming? Is it underperforming? You have to compare like 5 DEXs and then compare it to ETH and then compare it to Bitcoin. You can do that yourself because I can't do that for every coin. But I don't even do that for myself, right? Because I think it's kind of a waste of time. As long as you're in the alt season, if Uniswap is your favorite coin because you research it a lot and you like the narrative, you like what they're doing, just be in it. Absolutely fine. QNT, again, another good one. No specific thought on post mini pump. I don't know what that is, but yeah, another strong coin. Okay, Kiana says Brain Trust token ICO on CoinList. Let's see. What does this even do? I haven't heard. This is the first time that I've heard of this. Okay, so this is since it's CoinList, we can cover it because CoinList only lists like super large scale projects. Most of their projects list on Binance, most of their ICOs. Okay, so you can register now. Registry deadline September 7th. Typically, these sales are all super good, just based on the kind of project scale that CoinList launches. But what did they do? What is this? So Brain Trust allows talent to keep 100% of live self-governing decentralized. Brain Trust is a live self-governing decentralized network with tens of thousands of talent participants and hundreds of Fortune 1000 enterprises, including. So it's a talent marketplace that's run as a DAO. So maybe like recruitment, kind of like a DAO like recruitment network. Is that what it is? What the fuck is this? This is so weird. Talent marketplace, right? It says very clearly here. So it's like an HR network, like Angelist, right? I'm sure there's like investing, there's recruiting, there's CVs, and then all of that is like decentralized. People vote on, okay, which companies are good corporations to work at, which companies are bad, and your experiences are related to it. Like Glassdoor, I guess. Kind of a weird model. It feels like something that just got blockchain slapped on top of it. But then it's CoinList, so typically CoinList coins are very lucrative. Again, excluded jurisdictions includes Canada, so I can't participate. Yeah, that's my initial reaction to this. I mean, 5% token sale, 90% of contributors. Okay, community incentive is really high. Early token purchases, I like this. So 22% are private sales. That's kind of nutty. Tokenomics isn't great. So all of these like major backers, they probably got private sales for very cheap, unfortunately. Early token purchasers, 2-year release, 1-year cliff. CoinList sale, 3 months, 6 months linear. Right, okay. Worth getting into if you can get a whitelist, because it is CoinList, but doesn't speak to me too much. If Cardano ecosystem starts to grow rapidly with smart contracts, allegedly launches soon, will it be covered during these calls? Yeah, of course. If there are any. If there are any, right? But there aren't, right? We're very active. I would love for there to be in our purple chat, right? A Cardano chat. But like there's just not much to talk about in there except for staking ADA and ADA price and Charles Hoskinson streams. So, it's like I really wish there were more Cardano plays, but there just aren't many. So Orange Angle, if you know the latest developments there and you think we really need it, just send a proposal or just a quick message in DAO ideas. We would add it in a heartbeat. Is there a way to buy lost poets with lower gas fees? What is the price prediction for poet? Hermela, so this is something interesting. You cannot buy with a lower gas fee. It's just just because it's on the Ethereum network, unfortunately. I can't give price prediction because I don't know. But the poets minted at 0.32 ETH, and so that's at least the floor, right? I don't expect it to go below that because Pac is like literally one of the largest NFT artists ever. How high can it go? I really don't know. There are 65,000 total poets, so it is one of the highest supplies out there. So I don't know. I'm targeting like maybe 1 ETH. I think that's pretty fair. Not too high, not too low. So 1 ETH would be like, $4,000, right? If you look at how Cubes did, Cubes sold at $500, went to 1,500, 15,000 peak. right? So like 30x, but there were only like 20,000 of those. Poets, there are 65,000. So I don't know. Also, they sold much higher, right? They sold cubes sold for $500 each. The poets are selling for 2K, right? So when you scale up that much, it's hard to get that much liquidity. So I don't know, but it definitely won't drop below 0.32 ETH. I just don't see that happening at launch. Orange Angle allegedly, yeah. If you think it's a good time that we start really focusing on Cardano ecosystem, ping me at any time. I would love to do it and be early on it. Daniel Zeros asked about another, like, just some altcoin. I'm not going to cover that. It looks like kind of a miss there. Let's see. Any good questions on YouTube? Do you think the DOC token will do $1 billion market, which is 10x from now? So our market, when you think the state mine will be fixed? Our market, they said, actually, we just covered it. So first week of September, right? So I would say within this week, pretty likely. So DOC token market cap, I'm looking at fully diluted, right? Not circulating, because there's only 20% of the supply circulating. Fully diluted is already at like 400 million. I think that can very easily reach 1 billion fully diluted. So like that's 2.5x. 10x at 4 billion total diluted, gonna take some time. Yeah. You put all your money in our market and DOG. Yeah, I mean they're like, you would not be disappointed. Their DOG is up a lot. Our market is about to release. So, are you going to convert all your pages to poets? Most likely, yeah. I don't know what VXV is. DeFi chain. This is interesting. I was actually in the initial sale of DeFi chain like 1.5 years ago when it was at 10 cents. This is Julian Hosp's project. Fundamentally, it's a really strong project, but it's just weird because DeFi on Bitcoin, I don't know if it's a dead niche. Most of the projects building in this way gets no traction. DeFi chain is their price is going really well because they have really good high yield and they have good marketing. But I don't know. I don't see the necessary adoption for it. I love this. What's the best pickup at this stage of the bull run? What coin has the most upside? But it must be on Coinbase. if a coin is already on Coinbase, how is it going to be the most upside? That's like saying, oh yeah, like what's is there a stock I can pick, but it has to be top 20 market cap? Like, what the hell? That's a contradiction within itself. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. It's not specific coins that have more upside. The smaller the market cap, the more upside, but also the more downside. So I really can't tell you, but we already covered like my favorite picks. KSM, AVAX, Fantom, AVAX and Fantom ecosystem plays. All good. Those are not on Coinbase, unfortunately. Better learn how to use other exchanges. Otherwise, you're kind of just being lazy. ICP is dead. I'm not going to buy any ICP. It's a shit show. Are you holding any Ash? I am not, but Ash is Pac's kind of overall like collection token that you can burn and mint and gives you like early access to his collections. It's a good coin. I don't hold any though. Yeah, but it's a good coin. Cool. I think that's about it. Thoughts on the future of DOG? I think it'll be on Coin. I think not on Coin. I think it'll be on Binance. as far as new ecosystems cover, I think Solana has more going on. We do have a Solana ecosystem chat. We have Solana gems even. We don't actually have Solana gems yet, but we can bring that up. Bacon token at 0.14 price floor. Yeah. Can you tell us minimum amount of Bacon required to stake? So this is going to be released in a couple of days. We want the floor to really bottom out, so then we can really give like a good estimate. But yeah, looking like pretty stable already. Pretty much at the time of the farm launch, we will aim for $500 of Bacon LP tokens worth. That might be like more or less depending on the live price of Bacon, but we're not going to take it early or late. We're going to just make it very fair at that kind of, I guess, average price and the whole number. But expect just around $500 of stake for purple tier. 0 exchange on AVAX. I had it, but it's not AVAX specific. 0 exchange. They support many chains. What insight do you have that backs the claim that dog will probably be on Binance? Oh, I'm CZ, man. I don't know, man. Like I'm just speculating. I don't know. Again, this is why speculation is completely useless when it's like this. But it's a hunch. Looking at their backers. Yeah. I don't have insight. If I knew for sure, I would have taken out a mortgage already, right? But I don't, so I'm not taking extra risk. But I do feel like it should, and I feel like the backers, for what it is, it likely will be. Is my guess. Take it as a guess, but I don't have any information that is not public. Are you bullish on dogs NFTs we adopted? Oh, not sure. I haven't adopted mine actually. Where do you see ETH gas fee going by the end of the month? Oh, ETH is going crazy. Does lowest time for BSC gas fees correlate with lowest time for ETH gas fee? Probably, yeah. Cool. I think that's it for this week's call. Appreciate you guys. One-on-one session for TA or as a group. So we do have plans to, actually not even plans. So for everyone in Platinum tier, we do have a mentorship program. Most likely one-on-one, because Platinum is pretty exclusive for BaconDAO. That's the kind of, like, we don't want to like log information, right? But if we need to spend a lot of time to work through specifically with you and like what kind of like areas you're interested in, and we can learn together, like just very dedicated time one-on-one, then that warrants higher level of tier, right? That's why like the purple tier already unlocks you all the chats. You do just have to sift through it because it takes a lot of time to really pick out the nitty-gritty and just present it. So at the higher tier, we spend much more time to work with you. Yeah. Are there any marketing plans for Bacon Plan? Of course. Of course. But if you are on our Discord, you would know already. Like, we are very, very strong. Once we turn on staking, we literally have thousands of members. So it's just haven't been live yet. But we don't want to rely on pure marketing. Like, oh yeah, look, hey, like this YouTuber talked about our coin, you go buy it. Everyone go buy it because YouTuber talked about it. I can do that, and I will, because I'm pretty big on TikTok. But I'm not gonna just say, oh, go buy like price good investment, because that's not what we're about, you know. Every time there's a major release, every time that we make so here currently we have insider report, we have mentorship, we have the Enzyme Finance fund plan, all benefits. We have all of the chats in Discord dedicated to sections like AVAX, Fantom, Solana, ETH2, BSC, NFTs, maybe even Cardano chat, Polkadot chat, KSM chat, private sales chat, upcoming token launches for whitelists. All of these things you need to hold Bacon tokens and to be on the BaconDAO Discord. And we have our courses and weekly calls hosted by Luke, hosted by Viper. Mahi's going to be starting to host a Polkadot focused call to walk you through that ecosystem, latest place. All of these benefits, you have to hold Bacon tokens, right? So it's not just like marketing for the sake of marketing, but every time that something is released, we will make a lot of awareness campaigns around it so that the people interested and the people that can benefit from it will hear about it. And that is the organic way to grow a project and drive up demand. Because most of the people that you see like out there, like just all they talk about is, oh, I don't even know what BaconDAO is, but price go up, I'm happy. Price go down, I'm not happy. Why did I buy it? Because this YouTuber told me to. That's most speculators. But we want holders. We want actual supporters that can reap the most value from holding Bacon token. Hi, BB. When can we start staking the Bacon token? Do we stake in the hub directly or on a DEX? You stake on a DEX. You will actually stake on our own website, our own app, which will be live this week. Announcement is actually coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. Appreciate the interest. I have actually never seen you, but really appreciate your support and interest in the Bacon token. Cool. I think that's it for this week. Okay. Yeah, I see pretty much thank yous already in the events chat in Discord. Yeah, appreciate you guys joining in. Stay tuned for tomorrow's call as well. I will be hosting Insider Reports call. And today's Insider Report will come out kind of late night or early morning Monday. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, aside from that, I'll see you guys tomorrow again. I think it's at 7 p.m. UTC or 12 p.m. or noon PST is the time for the Insider Report call. Yeah, thanks for joining. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. And see you also next Sunday. Cheers.